Today I will show you how you can create any kind of flame shape that you like, and you can later implement it in your photos like I did right here. So let's start. Hey guys, it's Nemanja and welcome to another Photoshop tutorial. So today we will do some drawing techniques, how to draw a flame in Photoshop, this kind of stylized flame. So it's easy, fun, and one big plus is if you have a pen and tablet with a pressure sensitivity, because this will be much easier if you use a pen and tablet. If you don't have it, you can still do it with a mouse, but with a little bit more struggle. Let's jump straight into Photoshop and let the fun begin. Right guys, we are here in Photoshop. This is the photo that I created and this is the flame that I will show you how to draw. It's pretty simple and easy. So basically this is the part where the photo is, this is the flame. The original photo is this. So I took the photo in a studio with a real candle, so to get a light from the candle, and I have one lamp right here. And here at my back left side, I just put one small LED light. Actually, I did a review of that light in a previous episode, so you can check that review right here if you're curious what light was there. And it was really simple and easy, just one snapshot. Then I extracted myself out of the background. I don't want to show you that how to do it because I already showed it so many times. Also, I did very similar in the last episode, so you can check the last episode for that. And also I just use the clone stamp tool to hide this part of the flame. Nothing special. Change the background for this library and just change the color and the brightness, and that's it. Okay, and now how to get this effect. So this is really simple and really fun to do. It takes some time, and practice, but anything in this world takes time and practice. So if you want to be really good, you need to invest some time and practice. So here I downloaded a silhouette of a dancer, of ballerina dancer, but you can download silhouette of anything, or you can just draw anything that you like, and in that way turn this into a flame. So I will just copy this, go right here at the top, paste this, and here it is, our ballet dancer. But now it's black color and we cannot see it properly, so let's change to something better. Control click on the layer to load the selection, and I will choose some kind of a red tone, why not? And I will just go Alt and backspace, or Option and backspace on the Mac, just to fill it with the color, and this is it. Now I'll position her right there, and I can choose the size. So this is pretty similar size that I have here. Actually, it's the same size. So let's leave it like that. And this is our outline of the flame. This is our shape of the flame. So now we will go and create a new layer about this, and everything that we created above will be just to draw additional flame here. Let's go to the brush, right click, and now if you have a pen with a pressure sensitivity and a tablet, it will make your life much easier. If you have a mouse, you need to struggle a little bit to play with changing the opacity, or just go with the flow. You can put a flow, different kind of a flow, and then paint with that. Try, experiment, you can still get really close result. So I will go and choose this hard round pressure opacity brush. So I want that. I don't want to change the size by changing the pressure. I just want to change the opacity. This is it. And I want my opacity to go to 100%. And with this, if I slightly press, I will have transparent. If I press harder on the tablet surface, I will have more opaque stroke. So this is it. And the point here is to slowly build the outline, just to add some kind of irregularity here and there. I'm just building this a little by little. And this is something that actually takes time. So for the sake of this tutorial, I'll rush a little bit with this, but the beauty of this process is that you can always go back and forth and delete, erase, whatever you want. So I don't want these part of the dress to be so visible and sharp. So I want something like this. Also here, I just want to change basically the outline of this a little bit. Also, what I can do, I can go back to the model and I will create a layer. I can erase, just erase, but I want to create a layer and go with the black brush and erase on this way. So you can see, I'm just erasing the shape here and there. And I can go back right here and use the regular eraser, and again set eraser to be hard round a pressure opacity brush, and just play with that. So let's go back with the brush and just create like different shapes of this, because this should be a flame, and you know, flame has some kind of fluctuations, and it's similar like water is the flow of the water, the flame has its own thing. So try to experiment and see. I'm doing this by a feeling, guys, so there is no like kind of a rule here. At least I don't use any kind of rule. I'm just doing this by a feeling and just erasing things and adding things later, etc. So this is how I'm doing. If I'm not satisfied with something, I can go always back and add things with a white, because I'm on layer mask. If I go right here, I can erase what I added there. So for now, let's say that this is pretty okay. So for now, let's say that I'm pretty happy with this. I want this part of the heel to just go a little bit transparent, like that, and maybe to add a little bit of the color right here where the main flame is, and this is almost good. So the point is that I don't want these kind of really sharp line that define the silhouette perfectly. So I just want to change that a little bit. So this is the point here, and see, it's different. It's not like original straight line defining the silhouette. It's still a silhouette, but a little bit changed. So let's call this okay. Let's call this okay. And now we need to get another color. Let's create a new layer. This was red. Just I want to label it just to not confuse it later. This is yellow. Okay, and we actually need to change to yellow color. So what kind of yellow color? It doesn't matter, because you can always change the colors later, what I will do actually. So something brighter like this. This is more orangey, so something like this kind of yellowish. Let's see. Yeah, this is perfect. And now we need to paint the yellow inside the red. So yellow will not go outside the red. It will be only inside. And again, we need to play with the shapes. So we will create different kind of shapes, and we will create some kind of shape inside the shape by deleting the parts of the yellow, you will see. So basically, where the main part here is, we want to follow the outline of the model. So where the main part is, I will just create something like this. And this is random, guys. This is completely random. First time I created this, it has different kind of pattern here, different kind of these things, but we want to create something like this and play with this however you want. So the point with the pressure opacity brush is that you can create these lines that are more opaque and less opaque. You can still do that with the mouse, but with this is easier. I will go to eraser, and now I will just go and create some kind of shapes here inside the shapes. So you can see I'm erasing parts of that, and I'm making shapes inside the shapes, and this is all I'm doing. So I will fast forward this a little bit because you got a point. I'm just painting, erasing, painting, erasing. This is all I'm doing. I will paint a little bit here, a little bit there. Also, like small things here and there, but this is all I'm doing. So I will just fast forward this, you will see everything in a speed. Also, what you can do, you can go to a smoothing option here and increase the smoothing so you can have a little bit smoother lines. So what this does, you can see it makes lines a little bit smoother. So if you want to make some kind of curvature, like I want to make here, for example, you can use that smoothing for this type of things and play with that. So again, fast forward. Okay guys, so this is pretty cool. I will just make a few changes here and there, and I can always go back. This is the beauty of these things. I can always go back and just change a few things here and there. So I want to put some kind of a fuse here. So I will just use any kind of darker color like this and like that. Okay. And then I will paint on the top of this with yellow a little bit, but maybe a little bit brighter, like this, and also with the red, like there is a fire on it. And this is just a stylized version, so maybe even brighter, like almost white here, because it's so hot. And this is pretty cool, as you can see. Maybe we can make this wider, so let's just transform it and make, oops, not like that, but like this. Let's see. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Also, this down part here I want to erase because it's too much. Also, I want to make it a little bit more transparent, like this. And let's see if this is, yeah, this is also here. So I don't want this here because I want to make impression that is behind the wall of the candle, this lid of the candle. So this is pretty cool, as you can see. This is really nice already. So now to make it even more interesting, I want to, the arms I don't like too much, but it's not like a big deal. We can always go back and add a few things like this, and then use eraser and again erase and make few imperfections and few shapes inside the shapes like this. And now we can go here to these red colors, and I will group the reds into one group and name red. Okay, and yellow is yellow. So what I want to do now, I want to go to hue and saturation adjustment layer, clip it only affect the yellows, and now I can change this. So I can change the color to whatever I want. This is why I told you it doesn't matter actually which color will you use, but approximately I want something like this. And I don't want to change the yellow too much, so let's see what, oops, let's see what we can get if we play with this. Alt and click between these two layers, or Option and click between these two layers on the Mac to clip this to affect only the layer down below. So here with this we can make it brighter maybe, but this is pretty cool. Maybe here is too much of these kind of yellows, so I just want to fix it a little bit. But again guys, this is something that is completely random, and you need to play with this and just go back and forth and enjoy the process. The more time you invest, the better will be, of course. But let's say that this is okay. Now we can go back to the yellow, and we can go here to use a smudge tool. And this is optional. You can just use and smudge this a little bit and add again more imperfections. Like fire has this kind of small tails, whatever you want to call it. And again, you can invest a bit of time here. Also, you can do the same for the red part right there. So the red part is this and this. So let's go to this one and just change it a little bit. Again, fast forward. So this is pretty much okay. We can go and play maybe a little bit more with the yellow, but oops, I went too far back. So maybe a little bit more with the yellow just to do these kind of things, but we will see if this is something that we need to do later. But now what I want to do, if I go all the way up and create a new layer, put it in a linear dodge balancing mode or color dodge balancing mode, experiment, see what suits best for your case. I can go with these kind of bright colors and use this time different brush. I will go with really soft round brush and go with maybe 20%. Actually, not the smudge brush, sorry guys. Smudge is okay, but I want to go with the brush. 20% opacity, soft round brush, and this time I will just maybe 10%. Just add the glow. So I'm adding the glow right there in the middle where this yellow part is. See? I'm painting a glow here. And also I will do the same for the red part. Actually now it's orange, but the point is to add this cool glow there. So let me show you. Whoops. This is before, this is after. It's already really cool effect. And also now if we hide the red, we will have this kind of a skeleton of the flame, which is not bad at all. So this looks pretty interesting, but of course with red is better. Let's create a new glow layer. Let's go with the linear dodge blending mode. Let's go with the darker red, so something like this. Actually, not all the way red, let's add a little bit of the orange inside. And this will be like outer glow. More here around. Like this warmer tone. Like this. And of course you can experiment and see whatever suits best. Now that you can see how this looks, you can always go back. So let's go to the yellow, and maybe I want to erase part of the yellow somewhere here and there. And maybe this is too much inside here. And just play with that. Yeah, it's the right brush. So this is again something that you need to go back and forth and just play with this, just experiment. Also, I want to erase a little bit here, both yellow and red. So let's go to the red. I will go to the group now, and I will create a layer on the group because I don't want to mess with these two separately. I want to go both in the same time. So I will go to the group and go with a soft round brush and just erase this part of the flame a little bit. Just a little bit, because I want to have impression that this is like, let's go actually with this. This is less bright and less visible at the top, but it's pretty nice. This is pretty cool. Again, you can go and play with these back and forth, like erase few things here and there. Let's see the glow. The glow is pretty okay. So erase few things on the go. Let's go right there. Let's go back to the yellow. And again, let's see just the glow of the yellow. This is the glow of the yellow. The glow is too much here, so I will erase a little bit of the glow right there in the middle by painting with soft round brush, black brush right here on the mask. See, but maybe 10% opacity and just slightly build this, save just a little bit. If I go too much, I can always go back with the white and things like that. And this is how you get it. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I don't want to waste too much of your time, but this is the point. Let's go back down here and let's use almost yellow. So really bright color, and I want to add more brightness right there where the flame is the hottest. So something like that. And also you can stylize the dancer a little bit differently, but let's see. Not bad at all. So this is practically it. So I will now group everything right there. Flame. This is flame. And this is my version before. Let me show you. This is my version before. It's more stylized, so it's more slim to say, and it's better. Definitely it's better. I invested more time here, but it's better because it's slim. But this is more like and this is why it looks like that. So we can go always and change. Let's see, this is probably here with the red. We can go right there and just make her more slim like this. And also with the yellow, let's go with the eraser. Also here with the red, this is too much probably. So where is the yellow? It's here. I'm just going back and forth between the red and the yellow, and I need this brush, so let's go back. So something like this. Let's see the red, the arms, etc. So definitely if you invest a little bit more time, you can make it the better shape, etc. I invested much more time in this one than I invested now in this one, but you can see it's pretty close. The colors, so this is more orangey, this is more yellow, so you can always go right there to your hue and saturation of the reds and put it more to yellows, not so much to orange. Something like this, you can make it brighter or less bright, so whatever you want. But the point is this, guys, so you can use any kind of silhouette, play with that as a base shape, just add two different colors. I use red and yellow, and later you can change it more towards the same tone if you want, or if you want you can just go with orange and yellow to make more stylized flame like this, but not for the candle. So definitely, and if you want more realistically, you can go right here and actually use a blue color, some kind of a blue tone, and go down below, and let me show you this, and add a little bit of the blue tone here. Like candle flame has a blue tone right there, and then a little bit of the orange, etc. But this is maybe too much. I can desaturate this. If I put hue and saturation adjustment layer here, a little bit desaturated, and also change the tone, but this is pretty cool. So you can add that as a part of that, and eventually if you invest a little bit more time, you will get something like this. I didn't add that blue part here, but why not? Let's add. I did the same, exactly the same thing. Let me show you. So exactly the same thing. This is red. So as you can see, this is red, the same dancer, but I stylized her a little bit more. See, the hat is a little bit thinner, and the body here too. Then what I did here, I added the yellow. So this is my yellow. I didn't just name it, but this is how it looks. Then I changed the red into more orange, and I added glow. So one part of the glow, another part of the glow, and another part of the glow, and another part of the glow. So basically these are just glow, and this is it. Again, really simple. I started with this. Actually it was like more like this, and adding all these things, I got this kind of cool result. And now I can go with some kind of a blue tone, and I can add here. I can add here a little bit of the blue. Right guys, now that you know how to create a custom flame, you can create any kind of flame shape that you like, basically any kind. Just use a silhouette as a guideline and then reshape it and do these kind of steps. It's really simple, it's really cool, and you can get, if you invest a little bit more time and going back and forth, changing the shape of the flame and changing the colors, etc., you can get really cool result. So this is just one type of the flames that you can create, a little bit more stylized flame of the candle. It's not like a real candle flame, because real candle flame is really boring, you know, that tear shape, some kind of tear shape, and just a little bit yellow and orangey tone with a little bit blue down below. But it doesn't matter, with this you can create really cool things. Now it's up to you to practice, experiment, and have fun with these really cool techniques. If you have any kind of questions regarding to this tutorial, please let me know down there in the comment section below. I will be glad to answer it. Also, make sure to like this video if you like it, and share with your friends so more people can view this. And also, if you're new here, consider subscribing, because every single week I'm having a new fun tutorials. Have fun, experiment, and see you in my next fun episode. Bye bye.